Do you want to go beyond the darkness? Imagine the first thing you saw was darkness. You were born into a world that was intensely dark, and you knew nothing more than darkness, and it was just part of the life that you came to know. So dark that no one, including yourself, knew why things were so dark. Everyone, including yourself, was looking deep inside for something more, but it just felt like a never-ending cycle of disappointment and falling short of true fulfillment. But someday, someone who never experienced darkness stepped into your territory with a bright light. So bright it was intimidating but ever so glorious. And you knew right then that that person who brought the light was the answer to all the darkness in your life. That moment you saw the depravity and the filthiness of the darkness you were living in, and that without the light, your world was filled with blind people, and the blind were leading the blind. And you asked, how can I have the light that you possess? And the person offered the light to you. And you grabbed at it. And now you shine bright. And you were commanded to share the light with the world. But you made a huge mistake. When you decided to look back at your shadow was filled with your past. Filled with the darkness. Your pride, addictions, and sinful nature. But you felt like you just couldn't let go of your past because your life was just too dark and there was no light bright enough for you. And all you had was a flicker within you. So you decided to turn off the light and go step back into darkness and step into parties, lust, fornication, unforgiveness, and anger. Now you were just living in your shadow. But you realized that the darkness was truly nothing in comparison to the light that you had once seen. And you decided to focus on light. And now you realize that you decided to look past your shadow and plug into the source. The darkness just melted away. There was just more light in every direction, leaving no room for a shadow or darkness to creep back into your life. Now you felt compelled to live in the light and share the light with the world, and you decided that the love of the light was meant to be the center of your life, and you had a responsibility to share the light with the people out of love. You knew Jesus brought the light, sin was darkness, and love was light. So you decided to believe in Jesus Christ, and that you wouldn't walk in darkness, and that every time you walked in opposition to God, you decided to step out of the light and walk in its absence, which is darkness. Like participating in sinful parties, lies, and deciding to have sex out of marriage. That in itself is turning off the light within you. For what do righteousness and wickedness have in common? Or what fellowship can light have with darkness? Jesus is the light of the world, and whoever follows him will never walk in darkness. But you have the light of life. So if you proclaim to love God, decide to take a stand against darkness and walk in light, and be bold in the light, and resist the darkness. So this message is for those who call themselves Christians. I encourage you to hate darkness and live in the light, and to receive the grace of God, which empowers you to live a sinless life, and it forgives you. And go beyond the darkness and step in and live in. And live in the light. Thank you.